I was thinking about something this morning. That's unusual, right? Never thinking about anything. I was thinking about something this morning. I was thinking that it's impossible for us to really truly understand each other 100%. I know that sounds like a sad statement, but I think it's really true. And I think everything that we're doing in this world out there is we're trying to get other people to understand who we are. We're trying to get people to understand what our experience is inside of here. When we're speaking to each other and when we're sharing, I think we're under the assumption, most of us are under the assumption that other people experience the world in the same way we do. And that's a false assumption. Other people do not experience the world in the same way we do. There is no such thing as a homogeneous experience in that way, a human experience. We all experience the world in such vastly, drastically different ways. And I think it's a big mistake to make an assumption that we all experience the world in the same way, that our experience of life is the same across the spectrum, even in terms of emotions, in terms of thoughts, in terms of ideas and beliefs. There is no, when it comes to human experience, there is no truth. There is no one truth. The experience of life is so individual that there is no one definitive truth. So when you're interacting with other people and you find yourself making the assumption that their experience of this moment, or their experience of whatever it is you're talking about, or their experience at that event, or their experience in any given situation is the same as yours, that somehow there's a similarity there, and just remind yourself that you're wrong. I think we like to believe that there's a core human experience, but I've come to the place where I don't think there really is. There are some commonalities, sure. There's some common ground that we can stand on here and there. But when we're in any given moment and we're going through it with somebody, we can't assume that their experience is the same as ours. We can't assume that other people's experience of love is the same as ours. We can't assume that others' experience of grief is the same as ours. We can't assume that others' experience of loss is the same as ours. Anger, fear, all of them, all of those human emotions and experiences. And that's beautiful. That's crystalline. That's quantum. It's incredibly beautiful. So if you can today, maybe remind yourself in a certain given moment, maybe it'll come to you at the right time. Remind yourself that other people's experience is not going to be the same as mine. And it's time, that moment is time to create understanding, to create that linkage and go, I'm going to validate your experience. I'm going to, share mine. And maybe we can create some love. We can create some peace. We can create some goodness in this world that sometimes feels like it's full of negativity and doesn't care.